All right, chat. Am I? Oh no, I see it. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I might be okay. All right, I'm gonna hold. I'm gonna hold here. I'm gonna freeze. If you can still hear me, the sound of my voice, I'm here. If not, then I'm not here. I think we might be okay, from what I see here. I'll keep it. I'll keep. Oh, don't speak too soon. Oh man. Jazz, hello. Oh god. Yep, we're down in the. Oh no, the bullying. Oh no. Oh god. Yeah, we're at. Okay. Let's see. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Okay. We're looking okay. I'm gonna. I think we're good. I think we're good. All right. All right, cool. I'm gonna speed run this. Hello, y'all. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for vibing. Appreciate y'all. We're gonna be doing a run through. We're going through. I deleted some old posts. We're gonna try to do our best to get through this tonight. Right. We're gonna listen. I'll constantly be looking down at my OBS screen now, just in case. But we're gonna be streaming some of the stuff that I missed out on. So very excited, very excited. It looks like if I go all the way back into the archives here, I think One Us was the first one we didn't do that I somehow missed out on. So we're gonna check out One Us's radar first, I think, because I didn't check this out. I don't know why I didn't do it. Uh, so that's on me. So Harmony, apologies, but let me get it pulled up. I want to make sure the sound's on, because if not, then what's the point? Very cool. Gang says once we see the twice MV, we can see the creepier me. Oof. I thought we watched the One Us, or whether there was multiple. I don't remember seeing this one, so maybe it's on me. I don't remember watching this. Let me take a look. One Us. Okay, we didn't check it out because it came out a month ago and I just started. So, all right, cool. Well, let's check out One Us. We'll go down the list of songs. So let's check out Radar. Curious.
잘려버린 끝을 찾아 way I can't stand the way 깜빡거려 line 스며드는 빛을 따라가
Oh, it's a solo. Thank you, Jazz.
Keep on the low 우리만의 code 홀린 듯이 널 향해 now baby Don't leave me all alone 찾아 헤매 널 Where is your location Cause baby you on my radar 날 이상 촉감 trigger chase I just wanna have a taste of 끝없이 달려 pace up 한편의 action thriller chase defy gravity in this place hear me now stranger ooh, ooh, ooh. Gonna be in your hand now what's your location now I'm coming ooh, ooh, ooh. On my way 난 너에게 난 right paying attention I will do anything for you 난 준비가 돼 있어 oh, 기다린 끝에서 두려움이 너를 덮치지 않게 yeah. 어떤 것도 stand in the middle Wonder your location Cause baby you on my radar 내리선 촉감 trigger Chase I just wanna have a taste of 끝없이 달려 pace up 한편의 action thriller Chase defy gravity in this place Hear me now stranger Caught up in your halo What's your location now I'm coming On my way 난 너에게 난 right 떨어지지 마 No more games to play 신이 택한 걸까 Crazy accident 아른거려 I'm searching for heaven 날 때까지 달려가 절대 놓지 않을게 Won't let go 누구도 대신 못해 I wish on my star The star Where is your location Cause baby you on my radar 내리선 촉감 trigger Chase I just wanna have a taste of 끝없이 달려 pace up 한편의 action thriller Chase defy gravity in this place Hear me now stranger Caught up in your halo What's your location now I'm coming On my way 난 너에게 난 right
Okay. Cool. All right. Very cool. This is Wong, excuse me. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. And his new song Radar, which I didn't check out yet. Thank you, Harmony, for picking this out. I enjoyed this. This was very fun. A little bit unexpected from I feel like it's a little different from what I remembered a lot of the Wanna stuff to be. I should go back and listen to some of their discography, but I felt like this was very good. Definitely a little bit different from the overall stuff, but his voice is really nice. I think it really does. I think they did a great job with the production on his vocal styling. It did have like really cool moments in and out of the song where you got to hear a lot of his different ranges. He's got like a really good like mid to high range tone in the song, which I really appreciate. As well as that, the song itself wouldn't be something I would associate with like Wanna's as a collective, but I feel like a lot of the solo songs just in general with different groups, I feel like they're always something different and they always bring something unique to the table. So I definitely like this a lot. But yeah, overall, I do agree with Kaylee a little bit, that it does get a little bit repetitive. But I still enjoy it. I feel like a lot of the electronic style music can tend to be that way a little bit. So, I'm not really too upset by it, but it would have been cool. Nonetheless, but yeah, he's got some insane talent. I really loved. Probably my more specific part was the bridge. I felt like the bridge was what gave me that vibe. But very cool, very cool. Couple comments here. Kala says I liked it. Sounded pretty. Sarah says Juan Wong is incredibly talented, and why I don't think the song showed him to his fullest potential. To just feel like it fits his personality. Ooh, okay, interesting. And Sally says, I missed it. Are you going to check out VIVIZ's new song too? I would, if it's on this list, then we will check it out. So we'll give it a listen. But very cool. I've heard some interesting thoughts about the IZTY songs. I feel like we'll probably do that one next. I'm gonna wait for No Santa if they want me to check out this or the I imagine they probably would want me to check out the Twice song. So, but very cool. We're going down the list. Hopefully we'll get through the rest of it, but we'll do ITZY's next on the playlist. So check it out.
Will be girls, 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 will be girls. Girls will be girls. trigger 불이 붙어버린 심장 길이 길이 here we go my friend ooh, ooh, ooh. 나를 구원해줄 hero 따윈 원치 않는 ego 기다리는 건 not my way I slay I slay I slay 두 손을 꽉 움켜쥔 내 모든 걸 throw it all keep going and draw 너의 손을 대신 hold 이건 우리라는 syndrome we're gonna paint the floor count 3, 2, 1 we all scream let me hear saying girls we be 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 girls girls we be 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 girls
Interesting, like chromatic descending rhyme. Very interesting.
세상에 올린 날 siren 잠든 얘기를 깨우네 아야야야 count 3, 2, 1 we all scream girls will be girls
Interesting panning. Nice.
all the way downtown to the city you be alright 그때마다 이 손 잡아줄 나이니 finally 하나가 된 우릴 who can but we'll keep going on ooh, ooh, ooh. Ah, we're getting you to read ahead 어디 서 있더라 keep going and go 너와 함께라면 go 찾아가는 날씨 날지 한 걸음마다 grow count 3, 2, 1 we all scream girls will be girls 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 will be girls will be girls will be girls
Okay.
girls will be girls will be girls will be girls girls will be 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 girls 아야야야 더 크게 울려 outside 함께 dance get to the 아야야야 count 3, 2, 1 we all scream girls will be girls yeah
Huh. All right. That was ITZY's Girls Will Be Girls. If you're hanging out, thanks for hanging. I know the stream has been a little messy, so appreciate y'all for sticking through. This is a very interesting song. I feel like a little conflicted on this one. Not that it's bad by any stretch, but it's definitely like one of those songs that I feel like will probably grow on me. I think the musicality of it is very interesting. Like the way that the production is in the song, I think is unique in and of itself. The chorus, I think, is probably the most interesting part of the song, and not. I think I don't have any positive or negative things about it. I do feel like it's very interesting the type of melody choice that they're using, which is like a chromatic like descending run in the chorus. I think was interesting, and then stacking other vocals on top of that I think was a unique choice. I think it's cool. I definitely like it. I could understand it being potentially repetitive. I think that the song itself, like the verses, I enjoyed throughout the song. I do feel like ATEEZ is one of those groups where like I feel like they have a song that just hits, and I'm just like, man, I really love this song. And then there's some songs that I'm just like, maybe it's just not for me, and I'm just not vibing. This one kind of sits more in the middle, where like I enjoy portions of this song, but there's definitely some aspects of the song where I feel like maybe potentially it's just not my vibe, or I'm not, jiving with it, or what have you. And I feel like this song kind of has bits and pieces of both, where I'm like, oh, I enjoyed this part, or I enjoyed that part. But at the same point, I think there's also some points where I was like, like maybe this isn't maybe something I'm enjoying as much as I feel like I could or would. So, like I said, I think my overall thought process on it is that I think it will grow on me. Again, I enjoyed I have enjoyed their music thus far. Obviously there are some songs I enjoy more than others, but I think a majority of them I've thought have been pretty solid, and I think this one is solid. It's definitely not one of my favorite ITZY title tracks, but I think it is very interesting. I will also say this song does not feel like 2 minutes and 53 seconds. It does feel very short, so I don't know if that's maybe just maybe it's just me, but is interesting. So I thought maybe it felt a little, I guess not a little short, but just odd. So let's see. I'm curious what people thought about this one. Mohammed said, question for everyone, is ITZY overrated or underrated or fairly rated? I feel like they're fairly rated. I think there are some, like I said, I think there are some songs that they're great that I enjoy, and I definitely feel like there are some songs that just aren't for me, and that's fine. You know, you can have both of those things and live, you know, they can coexist very nicely. But yeah, I don't know. I'll probably give this one some more love, to be honest, because I feel like I should, but I don't know where I sit on this one. I'm kind of middle of the road. But ITZY overall, I feel like is very good. So I'll put them in the fairly rated tab. I don't think they're overrated, or I don't think they're particularly underrated either. But Kaylee says, once again, kind of too repetitive for me, though. I like the break in it. Agreed. Sarah says, I really like this one. Gunky answered. Muhammad says, a lot of people don't like their music anymore, so probably fairly rated. I usually like their new stuff. Jess says, I did not like this one. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Cal says, I'm not sure if I like it, but it's interesting. Uni says, I like their earlier stuff. They had a bunch of songs that were just okay, but nothing special. I don't love this one, but I feel like they're trending in a better direction. Okay. Positive. I like that. Gunky says, to change the chorus to something better will be better, way better. The chorus makes it a 5. The great chorus would make it an 8 at least. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Uni says, true, biggest issue with the particular song is the repetitive chorus. And let's see what else we got. Sarah says, I enjoy pretty much everything ITZY puts out. This is on the higher end for me, though, because I prefer stuff that's a little bit more edgy than their sweet stuff. Cal says, I like a lot of their songs, but this one didn't hit me yet. Maybe it will someday. And Muhammad said, who's the biggest experts in K-pop in the chat? Ooh, I don't know. I feel like I don't want to answer that. I don't know if I think we're all pretty, I mean, I'm learning, so I feel like we all learn well enough, I would like to say. Connie says, I like this type of song, a little aggressive, repetitive chorus, so yeah, I like this one. I don't love it, though. Still prefer other ITZY songs. Ooh, okay. That's fair. Like I said, I feel like I feel like we've got some valid judgments here, you know? Like I said, I don't hate it, but it isn't like one of those songs where I'm like, man, I'm thinking like iconic ITZY songs. Like, I still think it's good. I'm curious to hear if this is a part of a larger release, what I'll feel, but yeah. Jazz says we all have our expertises. I was gonna say for sure. So I feel like everyone has a specialty in specific sections of K-pop. I would agree. I think it's a good mix. I think everybody pulls from different parts of the K-pop sphere. So, you know, I'm appreciative that people come through, even new people like yourself that come through and are willing to learn. So, definitely. I mean, put it in the playlist making tab, Mohammed, and if we get to it, we'll definitely throw it up here. So, all right, cool. Well, like I said, I don't know how I feel about Kiss of Life after some controversy here, but I haven't listened to the song yet, so I'm curious to see where we're at on the vibes here. But this is Lips Hips Kiss, which what a song name. So let's check it out.
가진 시야 속에 날 이끄는 너의 voice Love flow 닿지 않는 감정들의 hurricane You're the problem Perfume shower make me sweat 이 닿은 눈빛 달라진 something 이대로 come with me You can touch my lips 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 I'm free at 6666 감각을 따라 널 쫓아 hide and seek You should tip 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 Just keep it on it Oh my eyes my lips my soul my body want the tonight Alright Love in the air 낯선 공기 위로 chilling 과감히 내줘 그릇그릇 너의 rhythm 눈이 자꾸 가는 time You got the something I can't lie 아주 작은 손짓에도 you can run away 깜빡이는 조명 나를 홀리듯이 do the thing 맡겨봐 on my way You can touch my lips hips 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 I'm free at 6666
We did have a lag fest. That is true. I just had a bunch of storms, so it's probably it.
흐트러지는 line 넌 모르게 난 곁이 kisses into you Look in my eyes and say my name 내 모든 걸 네가 보여 나 해줘 your mind Look in my eyes and say my name 내 모든 걸 네가 보여 You can touch lips, 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 lips. I'm free at 6666. Oh, 시작했나 봐. I'm so high and see. You should tick, 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 tick. Just keep it on the Oh, my eyes, my lips, my soul, my body on the tonight. Lips, hips, lips, kiss.
Wait. Okay. I need to go back. Wait. I gotta see. What the fuck? Look at this. Wait. Chat, look at this shirt. I gotta go. Oh my god. What the? Oh my god. All right. Anyway, this was Kiss of Life. Lips, hips, kiss. Okay. So I have some. Okay. Outside of the song, I have some judgments on how I feel about the situation, but I'll say that for the end. The song itself was good. I like it. I think I would have enjoyed it. I think I would have enjoyed it if I didn't know the controversy. And I don't care to disclose it here in this video, so please go look it up in your own time. If you don't know what it is, then I would respect you to go do your research on it. Certainly. I think it's atypical Kiss of Life. I feel like this is like what I expect them to do. I know this is what they do. Like song wise, it feels very much in the lane of what they already were working with already, and I think this was done well. Of course, if I was just have to speak on like talents alone, I feel like it is very much a Kiss of Life song. Which kind of tails into my commentary about the controversy a little bit. Again, I will not mention it, but I feel like for me personally, I can't stand by it. It is in my personal, like, I can't be like, oh yeah, I'll overlook it and like listen to the music. I feel like a lot of artists, in my opinion, are just like, like, I would really want them to, like, again, be able to use their platform for, less, obviously you can't avoid some things that happen, but I do feel like for me, it's like as fans, you want to have a line in the sand of what you're willing to deal with or what you're willing to, be a part of. And I feel like for myself, whenever, I used to have situations in like alternative music where I didn't like support certain groups. I feel like, it's a personal choice. If you like this group and this is somebody, this is a group you support, hey, that is what it is. It's your prerogative. Like, that's your life. But I think for me personally, and like the things that I stand for, I feel like this isn't something that I given the situation, I feel like it isn't something that I can personally stand behind. So, like I said, while I think that they are all very talented musicians, I just feel like the situation definitely corrupts or, taints the water a little bit in terms of me enjoying their music, which is really unfortunate because, again, I think this is a really, really well put together song. It highlights their skill very well. It's just, you know, the controversy, I feel like, just doesn't make it seem more palatable than it would typically be. So, um, Sarah says it would be hard to follow up their latest release, regardless. Does not do it even without mentioning their controversy. Ooh, yeah. Okay, I absolutely get that. Bobby said so. Basically, a majority of people would want Kiss of Light to disband completely. I don't know. I think like people would want. I think people just want to be able to see what it is, but um, yeah, I don't know. I would come to your own conclusion on that, certainly. Sarah says also they can put out such good summer songs, so weird to have such a boring summer release for them. Connie says, I don't even enjoy their songs anymore, yeah, but even without the controversy, this is not my type of song. It misses something to me. Hey, fair enough. Uni says they make decent music, but never really drew in for me for whatever reason. Hey, fair enough. Kyle says I didn't love the song, but I didn't listen to them anymore, so fair enough. No Santa says, what did I miss so far? We only had done the new ITZY song. I was gonna ask you if you wanted me to do the Say So Neon song, or I can skip to the Twice song, since I know you posted that. That was the vibe. Gunky says I've never been into them, so the controversy doesn't impact me to what I listen to. Hey, fair enough. Kaylee says I just feel like it's such a bad decision to have a comeback so soon. I was gonna say that. I think that to me is like, and it looks like Harmony also agrees. I feel like that's kind of like the nail in the coffin for me of enjoyment is like, that you had done something wrong, and like obviously I know that they addressed it, but I feel like for you to be like, oh, we addressed it, and then like be like, oh, look, hey, we got something brand new to release. It just, to me personally, I also can't stand by that as well either. I think that just makes the decision to cut it off a little bit easier, unfortunately. But like I said, if you like them and this is your group, absolutely. But that is what it is. I said, according to the chat, it looks like they want Kiss of Light to be banned completely. I feel like a lot of people probably have a very, like, I feel like a lot of people that don't like them, and I used to like Kiss of Life, so I feel like to me this one hurts a little bit more. But I feel like it's tough. Like, you got to be able to see where you sit, right? Like, I think that's the important thing of like, when you buy releases and you put money into these groups, right? Like, obviously you never know what's going to happen, but obviously it's like it hurts more that like if you bought a Kiss of Life album, like I feel like that's just like I feel like that's kind of like a stab in the chest a little bit that happens, you know what I mean? And I think it might sour some people's taste to, want to support them going further or, continue to support them now. So listen, everybody has their own prerogative, what they want to do, and it is what it is. Kaylee says, and sadly, we have no idea how much of that was their company forcing them to come back versus them wanting to. That is true, too. That is true. But I do feel like, it is a collective decision, as well, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. He says, I don't think it's necessary they should disband, but I think they needed to take a break and do something more than just say sorry. That's fair. That's fair. I would agree with what Gunky says for sure. Like, I think there's actions that I feel like you could put something into action versus saying something. Like, obviously, I feel like if I was to, hopefully I don't do anything wrong, but sometimes anything can happen certainly, but I think apologizing and being able to live, put your actions where your mouth is, I think is important. So, yeah, I think that they need to kind of realize that, unfortunately, those types of consequences and losing fans out over this is a part of that. And, maybe they'll come to a realization that, they need to be a little bit more thoughtful about how they go about things. So, all right. That got dark and deep and maybe a little personal, I guess, to some degree, but we're going to keep it moving. If I have to guess, I think No Santa wants me to do the Twice song, so I think we're gonna do it because I'm down. I'm down. So, let's get into the Twice stuff. Let's check out their new song. This is For, which I have not listened to. I did buy the record, so I'm excited to get it in the mail. But let's No Santa says, what? Why would you think? I don't know, man. You posted about it, so I'm gonna say you want to, just a hunch, but let's check it out.
This is for all my ladies who don't get hyped enough. If you've been done wrong, then this your song, so turn it up. I wanna go with the baddest girls are from. Might be another planet, maybe that's what Mother Nature made me. Something about that water tastes like fun. Yeah. My girl say get rain confetti sweet on your tongue. I'ma say you don't, so let's go. Don't let that have you feeling low when you grown. You got it. You already know when it's your tonight. It's you and me. How it should be. This is for all my ladies who don't get hyped enough.
Oh yeah.
This your song, so turn it up. One time for all my ladies, you looking good as what? So tell them bye-bye, cause it's your time to turn it up. This for the girls with a lot inside. They spin around you like satellite. Yeah, you the baddest all day and night. I give you flowers to the end of time. This your mama, go get it. Forget that boy, don't sweat it. I'll always be right to dance. I said her door, so let's go. Don't let that have you feeling low when you're grown. You already know when it shows. Tonight is you and me. How we should be. This is for all my ladies who don't get hyped enough. If you've been done wrong, then it's your song, so turn it up. One time for all my ladies, you looking good as what? So tell them bye-bye, cause it's your time to turn it up. Ladies now. Come on, dip your hip into it. Ladies now. Let's get down. Come on, dip your hip into it. Ladies now. This is for my. Let's get down. Come on, dip your hip into it. Ladies now. Let's get down. Come on, dip your hip into it.
Wait. I gotta go back. Gunky, was this the cat shot? Wait. Oh, wait. I just had it. Oh my god. Oh, that's awesome. All right, cool. This is Twice. This is for off their new album of the same name. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, okay. People in chat already said yes, this song is way too short. It is great. I do like it. My partner and I were talking about it earlier today, and she was like, I was gonna go listen to the new Twice song, and she's like, I don't know, I don't know if I'm feeling this one, but like, she's like, maybe I'll give it some more listen, and she's like, you're probably gonna like it. You love Twice, and I said, yeah, I do love Twice, and I feel like this one's great. Like I said, another fantastic one. I've enjoyed a lot. Actually, I've enjoyed a lot of her comebacks. That might be just me being very biased, but I feel like this one is another really good, catchy one. I love the chorus. I think the chorus is phenomenal in the song. I will say I think I like it more than their last comeback, Strategy. And that's not to say Strategy isn't that bad. Like I never feel like that song grew on me, but this one I feel like I'm gonna enjoy a lot more. It just got like it's got like a more major key upbeat energy to it. It's very bright. I feel like it is typical of what I feel like Twice does, which is like really good major bright song. So I'm very excited. Very excited. This is a damn good single title track. I will agree with Chad. I do feel like it should be a little bit longer. Maybe it's just missing a bridge or something. But for a 2 minute song, that's insane. That's insane. I am genuinely surprised that this like it's this short of a song because I feel like Strategy had like a whole nother minute on it, which is a little upsetting. Um, but I did like I definitely love this song. Like Geo is probably my bias in this group. Right up with Nayeon. I think those two are the ones that stand out to me the most, and obviously their voices are iconic, so it's great. But yeah, I wish it was a little longer. Honestly, give me a bridge. I feel like we gotta let Geo cook. I feel like that would have been incredible. But this one just seems like a good hype song. I imagine if, because I know they're doing a world tour, I imagine this one seems like I feel like they would be playing this one. This one's got live energy feel to it, so I'm about it. I'm about it. But this is great. This is a phenomenal song. I'm definitely excited to listen to this album, 100%. But a couple comments here. Let's see. Harmony asks, "Do we play order or jumping around again?" We're kind of jumping around. I did have No Santa's pick lined up before, so we're kind of skipping around. But I did go through and delete a bunch of old ones, so it should be cleaned up now, hopefully. But that's the vibe. Sarah says another planet, perhaps a growth planet. That's true. That's true. Um, Guggy says this is a good song. Ooh, let's go, let's go. Jazz says meatball. This guy here, and that's hilarious. I was not expecting that. Noah Santa says 2 minutes long songs. I agree. Sarah says this is a 2 minute 11 song. I demand more. Uni says way too short. Sarah says I think I've ascended. Noah Santa says I've been waiting to listen to this album. Ooh, okay, okay. Cal's strategy has had a choke hold on me. That's fair. That's fair. I will say I love it a lot more than, not that I didn't like it before, but I feel like I've grown a lot more in love with it. That I feel like that song has only been the one title track that I feel like I didn't love immediately. Like it wasn't like, ooh, but now I love it. So it's a great track. Uni says they released an extended version. It's only 15 seconds. Listen, how do you think JYP affords those outfits? You know what I mean? Those outfits at the water bomb. He has to cut the song short so he can make the session time shorter. Just kidding. Sarah says that one Geo outfit. I need to see that again. Was it the first one? It has to be, if I had to guess. Let me see. Can I go back? Can I go? No, that's not. Oh, this one? Was it this one, Sarah? There you go. You're welcome. Okay, cool. Gunky says, I do really like this one, but it's weird after hearing this. I want to listen to Deja Vu by Reseen. Hey, fair. Good, both vibes. And Sarah says I'm in love with her. Hey, that's also true. I hope I get her photo card. Either her or Nayeon, I feel like would be cool. So I'll let y'all know. But I'm very excited to get that record in the mail. So very neat, very neat. Shout out to Twice. Hopefully US tour incoming. So we'll do it. Sequel monkey. She is shredded, I will say. All right, very cool. Let's see. We did The Kiss of Life. I feel like we did listen to Rehearts because I remember this. I remember this art. So, Mimi posted Eyelets Bomb, which I have not checked out yet. So, we'll have to do it. Gungi says I think we should just get BP out of the B. Okay. If we can listen to Blackpink, we'll do it. If y'all want to hear Jump, well, let's do it. Let's go for it. Let's check it out. I'm curious. Let's give it a listen. I want to see how odd the MV is too.
I'm not that easy to tame. You should see me under these lights. All my tears turn to ice. That's the sweetest escape. Every time the feeling kicks in, I might stay through the night. Bet you get it now. Rock that did it now. 착각하지만 누가 누군지 와. Think you running back? Guess we gonna you know I walk it, I'll talk it. 눈 감고 하나 둘 셋. So come up with me, I'll take you high. That prima donna spice up your life. You know I got that shit that you like. So come up with me, run up, jump. Watch me running up the place. I'm already starting and my girls are on the way. Watch me upping up the place. Wanna see you bumping, baby, bouncing to the bass. Are you not entertained? I ain't gotta explain. I'm with all of my sisters, got him going insane, yeah. You know we on a mission, all gas, no brakes, yeah. Breaking out of this system, breaking out of this cage, yeah. Bet you get enough, ain't that did enough. 순간 있지만 누가 누군지, think you're running out, just we gonna make it, walk it, talk it. 눈 감고 하나 둘 셋. So come on with me, I'll take you high. That prima donna spice up your life. You know I got that shit that you like. So come up with me, run up, jump. Watch me running up the place. I'm already starting and my girls are on the way. Watch me open up the place. Wanna see you bumping, baby, bouncing to the bass.
This is like a fucking fever dream.
Blackpink in your area.
Huh. All right. Well, we did. This is Blackpink's Jump. If you're hanging out. Oh, okay. I guess I'll get the good out of the way. I think the song was pretty solid. I feel like I think to me it's atypical Blackpink. Like it feels like a song that I typically would expect them I feel like to some degree to sound like obviously not 100%, and all of them had their own, besides Jisoo, had their own solo career, solo album. So like I feel like it kind of amalgamates some of the stuff that I feel like they've done, maybe less so Rose, but in terms of like maybe Lisa and Jenny, I feel definitely kind of amalgamates a lot of that electronic elementation that they had done in their solo material, but as well the song itself is like catchy. I feel like to me it's one of those songs that I imagine would just do well in a club setting, or like again like more so like a live setting. It definitely has that sort of vibe to it, which isn't a bad thing. I like songs that are like that. I don't know. I think there's just something. I think there's something missing about this song that I can't quite put my finger on. And like, I think their vocals are solid in this song. Like I didn't think any of them sounded particularly off, I guess, but I was kind of expecting it to have a little bit more. I was just kind of expecting it to have a little bit more juice behind it. And I feel like it didn't really as much. Like, obviously we know Rose can sing really well. Like, Jisoo's an incredible vocalist as well. So like I feel like it lacks that personality where I feel like maybe older Blackpink songs, like I'm like, oh, okay, like I hear this is like Rose, or I hear this is Jenny, or I hear this is whatever. So I don't feel like I feel like it's missing the characteristics of what I'd imagine them to be mostly. Um and it just kind of seems like more of a, hey, we have like this really more aggressive song that we can perform live that just gets the crowd hyped up. So I don't know. I feel like for me personally, it's not like particularly a bad song, but I also can understand like things change, influences change, things of that nature. But this seems like a very large departure from what I feel like maybe older Blackpink kind of sounds like to some degree, and maybe is more so a reflection on what they're doing more currently, which is not a bad thing, but it does feel very interesting, I guess, from an outside perspective, because I haven't been. We did the Blackpink deep dive last year, almost a year ago now, and I feel like it is very interesting. Like I said, I don't particularly hate the song, but because I don't feel like there's songs I typically hate, but it's just odd. It's just a very odd song. I feel like that's probably the best way I could describe it, and I have an odd feeling towards it. I think it is catchy in some parts, but overall, I think I'm kind of middle of the road. Middle of the road. It is what it is. I know people are going to have a much harder stance on it, or like it, and that is completely fine. So the only thing I don't really like is their usage of AI. I feel like that's such a negative point, and them playing into it pretty heavily, I think was not great. So I feel like I got to get my AI stance out there. I just didn't enjoy it whatsoever. I feel like it was not. It could have been so much better, and I feel like it wasn't. So that's a little rough. Um, let's get into a couple comments here. Sarah says, I also like where is Jisoo? She is barely in the video, even on her parts. I agree. Uni says, and the director is known for some masterpieces like Humble and Sicko Mode, so I'm surprised he made this. That is very interesting. Yeah, those are some great music videos. So besides Sicko Mode, I mean, Humble is incredible. Sicko Mode, I don't think I've ever seen, but I've probably seen some clips, I'm sure. Sarah says, remember when Blackpink used to have beautiful practical sets? Those were the times. Oof. Everyone's saying they didn't like the MV. Connie says, okay, this is weird. Doesn't sound like BP song, IMO, IDK. It's just all over the place. It doesn't sound like a complete song. IDK, how to explain it. And Kala says, I did hear the producer was different from like all the other songs. Fact check me, please. Ooh, okay, very interesting. And then Connie also followed it up and said the music video is bad. Sarah says, that's funny. I think that this is so very different from Blackpink. It doesn't have that signature Chetty sound that I think is too predictable. That's okay. Okay. Now that you put it into that mindset, I feel like that checks out a little bit more. Uni says, most of the song isn't bad. I appreciate them actually changing up their sound a bit. It will kill live, but I do not like the end. I hate that hard style thong. That's fair. That's fair. Kaylee says, I'm not a big Blackpink fan, but I was disappointed in their first comeback in how long. I didn't hate the song, but I probably like it more by itself with no visuals. Okay, fair enough. Agreed. Sarah says, I don't want to keep being negative, so I'm going to just say I'm very disappointed in that song, the MV, the effort after 3 years of radio silence. They could have had done better, and this doesn't feel like a good faith effort to bring something to their fans. I respect that. That's a fantastic comment, honestly. I feel like I feel like it's respectful, but also I absolutely get it too. Like I said, I'm a very lukewarm fan of BP, so maybe that's just, like I said, often normally I don't try to be supremely negative on songs. Like I feel like for me, it's like the enjoyment doesn't stop with me. Somebody else can enjoy it as well. But hey, it do be what it do be. Connie says Teddy wrote the song but didn't work as a producer. The producer was Diplo. Oh, okay. Interesting. Diplo makes sense though. I feel like they've worked with Diplo before, or at least I know Jenny may have. So, Kala says AI does not belong in art. These companies got to drop it. I agree. Gungi says, you know how I feel about BP, so I'm just not gonna say anything. That's fair. And Sarah says BP Boys Planet over BP Blackpink. Hey, I would expect nothing less from you, honestly, at this point. So, all right, well, we got the well, I feel like BP's was really the only controversial one on this list here, but okay, cool. All right, we're gonna keep it moving. I gotta go all the way back here. All right, cool. I don't think we listened to I know we listened to a Islet song last stream, but I don't think we listened to Bomb, which is one of the newer songs. So let's check it out. I'm curious to hear what this sounds like. Okay. Oh, thank you, Uni.
Remember the magic inside you.
Interesting. Okay. So we are on a train of odd MVs. I would say from from a bunch of different groups tonight. So all right, very cool. This was Islets. I was informed that this song is called Little Monsters, which makes sense. All right. That's true. Maybe Monster should. I think this song is very good. I have liked a lot of the Islet stuff. I know shouldn't be a surprise at this point. But I think this is very interesting. I love the synth choice. I thought the synth was very interesting in this song. Their voices are so sweet. And I feel like it works out really well because like the sweet tones of the song I think mesh well with their sweet vocals. So I think it was a really good combination. Obviously, playing into the sweets aspect of them, I think is further selling that point more. But I liked a lot of the like overtones of them. I think this was really nice because like you got to hear like different musical motifs that I feel like I haven't really heard from Islet thus far. It's a little bit more softer. The palette's like a little bit lighter, which is interesting as well too. But overall, I like this song a lot. I don't know if this came from the same EP bomb as the previous one. I know we listened to one on Monday. So I don't know if it's from the same release or not, but I also enjoyed that one. So if it is from the same EP, I'll probably give this full one a spin. But I enjoyed it. I think this is good. Like I said, I understand people not either being a fan of Violet or what have you, but I like their softer tones. I think they do them really well. And this song is really nice. The other thing that I picked up from this MV is that if you eat a gummy bear, you'll turn into a kaiju, which is something I could aspire to be like. So, I'll be looking forward to that next time I get a bag of gummies. Maybe I'll destroy a city. I don't know, but we'll see. Sarah's comment, kill me, are they all kaiju? And Gungi said they must be. Uni says, I love weird MVs. Really enjoyed this one. Aside from that, probably AI City. Oof. Kaylee says, okay, but like I saw this as not a K-pop fan, it would be so weirded out and confused. I would also agree. I feel like when we got into some of the weird MV stuff and I was a baby K-pop fan, I feel like that would be crazy. But I couldn't even imagine now. I feel like as being a K-pop fan and getting into it now, I think it would be wildly crazy. Sarah says, you heard them here. We are all magical girls. Gunky says, shouldn't Baby Monster be singing about a song about being monsters? I feel like that's a tagline, so I feel like they do. Sarah says, only the sugar-free ones for that. Fair. Gunky says, wait, why I haven't turned into a kaiju yet? I love gummy bears. Maybe it'll be a magical girl. Maybe it's like, maybe it's on the same things. Uni says, do the dance. The one from the other day is on the same EP as Jealous, which I don't think you've heard yet. I have not. Okay, cool. So Jealous is on the list, so we will check that out momentarily. Connie says, I've been enjoying their songs lately. This one is good. Not my fave, though. Ooh, okay. Jealous is my fave. That's what the problem is. Well, listen. If you try really hard, Gunky, you can be a magical girl, too. It's fine. All right. Well, we got a couple from University, which we haven't checked out, but it's the UAU. We did check out 2 months, so if you did watch that, thank you for watching that. If not, it should be out very soon. But it looks like that we have a couple performance videos from each of the members. So let's check them out. It looks like we're starting with Sua first. Oh no, never mind. I saw Sua in the thumbnail.
Just want you to sacrifice your soul for me. Now we've come this far. Can you tell me? Don't know goodbyes. From time to time, I realize it. Deep in our mind, we're a mirror mind. Though we can be hoping something else. When I'm down blue, the time is upside down. Can you try to stay around by me? Send me the right mood.
I didn't. I'm sorry, don't say that. I thought I did. We checked out 2 months though. Well, at least you're here to watch them now.
Expect the love you give me. Oh, I won't be lying, saying I apologize. Can you try to understand how I'm like? When I'm down blue, the time is upside down. Can you try to stay around by me? Send me the right mood, then take me out of town. Will you comfort me the way I want? I don't wanna say this, I think you're the right one. Just want you to sacrifice yourself for me. How could I be like this? Why can't I describe this? Just want you to sacrifice your soul for me. Oh, oh, oh. Your many colors lead the way. Oh, I'm breathing alive. Oh, I'm breathing alive. But I'm worried that you might be feeling farther than I want you to. 'Cause I wanna give you more than a good night. I don't wanna say this, I think you're the right one. Just want you to sacrifice yourself for me. How could I be like this? Why can't I describe this? Just want you to sacrifice your soul for me.
All right, cool. This was Sacrifice by UAU, subunit of Dreamcatcher. Very cool. I also agree with Sally. I like this a lot more than 2 months. I will say I also agree with Gunky Stands that I am a little I wouldn't say I'm disappointed, obviously, but like I think if I did not know UAU was a subunit of Dreamcatcher, then like I'd be like, oh, this is sick. Like new girls group, I'm about it. But I feel like Dreamcatcher is one of those groups that obviously that I talked about in 2 months. Like I feel like they are the type of group that melded two of the worlds that I still love, being metal and K-pop, and I feel like they were able to like coalesce all of that sound into like one thing where I'm like, damn, I enjoy really a lot of the aspects of what they're capable of doing, and I feel like in that capacity, it sucks, like obviously everything that happened with that, I'm sad that it exists, but I think if I was to like put this in its own category, I like it a lot. It's definitely something that I would go back and listen to 100%. But obviously knowing what they've done with Dreamcatcher, it's like I still enjoy this a ton, and I think it's not gonna lessen my value of enjoying the song. But at the same point, I'm like, you know, I think to me it's a little bit nuanced, really catchy. I was really surprised that the song is always in mostly, if not entirely, in English, which is impressive to me. Their vocals sounded incredible in that, like in English as well. So I was a little surprised, but I think it worked out really well. Really catchy chorus. I think, like I said, I just think it has a really good infectiousness to enjoy it to this song that I really enjoyed. Like I said, much more than 2 months. So great song. Let's see. No Santa, I don't know if you heard my comment. I am apologetic. I didn't check these out last week, but we will be doing them tonight because I missed out. Muhammad said, ask the chat if anyone's watched K-pop Demon Hunters. I have, and my partner listens to the soundtrack pretty much every day. So I've heard the songs a lot, which they're all incredible, and I'm not complaining whatsoever. So, I think they're all good. So I'll keep listening to them. Great stuff. Sarah says, I give my assault engineer. I saw something interesting on Instagram today before I hopped on the stream, and the person who did the voice for like the singing voice for Jinyu, he did like some top line vocals for a Shiny song, which I was really impressed by. So, and I know he's like been working and doing stuff within K-pop for a long time, so it's cool to see that all of them, whether they're a singer or artists, a part of the K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm glad they're finally getting their recognition, because there's a lot of people I imagine that work in the community that are a little bit more in the shadows. So glad to see people like that getting more of a spotlight, which is great. Couple comments about the movie. Good movie, lots of fun, great soundtrack. Everyone said they've seen it and they enjoyed it, so that's cool. Gungi says, I still haven't watched it, but I will. You'll have to get us with your thoughts. I'm curious to hear what you think. Sarah says, I'm still mad they didn't let Hyosep do his own singing. That's fair. That's fair. Kyla says, love the movie, especially because I gave it to my sibling and the songs we could talk about together. Oh, that's so nice. Or the Korean voice acting would have been fun to have. That's fair. That's fair. Jazz says, I'm just loving all the appreciation Kevin Wu, formerly of UKISS, is getting. Ooh, okay. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Uni says this might be my favorite of the UAU tracks, but it's been a minute since I've listened to all of them. Ooh, okay. All right. Well, speaking of more UAU songs, we're gonna check out Attitude next, and then good luck to follow. So, let's see.
Hiding underneath like I'm used to be. Are you following me? Keeping everything all inside of me, but I'm willing to see. I envy the selfish 바보 같기보단 I'll change me or be crazy. It's a turn around, break me. I'm talking about the matters on my mind, talking about the treasures on my mind, yeah. Don't take it too hasty, let me take it through, baby. I like that. All I want to say is I love this. Talk about the attitude.
Huh.
All
Interesting.
I wanna say is I love this. Talk about the attitude.
It could be. It could be, Sarah.
어색하지만 I like a daily cafe more than a fancy buffet. Driving a drop-top coupe, just like that, yeah. All this time I wasn't being on myself. All you need is just a pinch of my advice. I'm talking about the matters on my mind, talking about the treasures on my mind, yeah. Don't take it too hasty, let me take it through, maybe. I like that. All I wanna say is I love this. Talk about the attitude. All I wanna say is I love this. Talk about the attitude. 조금은 어색하지만 돌이킬 수는 없잖아. 선택은 내 by myself. It's like a rolling on dice, yeah. Things like this, I write my legacy, alright. And I love you, babe. Talk about the attitude. I know it, oh, I'm feeling now. That's who I am, who I really am, right? So, talk about the attitude.
All right. This is UAU's Attitude. We've got one more left on the thing. This is very interesting. I'm kind of middle of the road on this one. I think there was a lot of interesting vocals that they did in this song, which I like. Um, a lot more nuances. The register of this song is, I would say, a lot higher, which is cool. I like that. You get to hear a lot more of their bright tones, which you'll love to hear. So appreciate that a ton. Um, the beat change is very interesting. I don't know if I'm on board with that as of this, recording it now. May come around to that, but I do feel like it is a unique thing. I appreciate they are doing something different. They're trying different things with each of these songs. Um, but I feel like, in my opinion, like, this one's definitely a little bit more interesting. I enjoyed most of the song except for I think that beat change was really like threw me off a little bit. But overall, I thought the song was pretty solid. I still feel like Sacrifice is pretty much the lead running song for me by a country mile. But not bad, not bad. A couple comments about the K-pop movie still. Um, Sarah says, I think we need more Yosep in general now. Netflix owes me. Hey, let's go. Let's do it. Petition. And then Sarah says, is this the crowded apartment is where Biscuit is staying on vacation? Could be. It could be. Who knows? Who knows? Uni says, interesting indeed, doesn't hit for me. Fair enough, fair enough. And Gungi says, at least I get to see Sua and hear her high note. Yes. There you go. Positives, positives. All right. Very cool. We're going to end it off with UAU's other performance song, which is Good Luck. So let's see where all these songs lie.
You want me anytime, but that's too much. 그래도 널 안았어. You talk to me like it's the -1. 그게 우린 달랐어. Baby, you know that you came in like a sunlight. I knew all the trouble, got addicted like a butterfly. On this page, nothing left for you and me. So don't cry, baby, good luck. 어떤 약속도 난 쉽지 않아. Don't try making this love. 행복했지만 널 보내 goodbye. Can't control everything I want not to say. 그건 환상일 뿐이야. Deep breath. 난 모래성을 쌓지 무너져간대도. I don't want you to rewind. Walk away. Baby, I know that I came in like a moonlight. You knew all the trouble, got addicted like a firefly. On this page, nothing left for you and me. Don't miss me, girl. So don't cry, baby, good luck. 어떤 약속도 난 쉽지 않아. Don't try making this love. 행복했지만 널 보내 goodbye. 너를 꼭 달래줘. 그리고 날 멀리 떠나. 우린 복잡한 골목 같을 거야. Don't chase, don't need. Let's turn this music down. So don't cry, baby, good luck. Yeah, 어떤 약속도 난 싫지 않아. I love you more than crazy. Don't try making this love. 행복했지만 널 보내 goodbye.
Aw, very nice. All right, this was UAU's Good Luck. If you're hanging out, thanks for hanging. I like this. This was also a really, really solid song. I really love the bass line in this track. Really groovy. I feel like it does give a like grounding effect to this song, so definitely appreciate that a ton. The vocals in this song were also very sweet, but also highlighting a lot of their vocal range as well. So I loved hearing that. I think this is tough. Like I definitely feel like Sacrifices probably slightly edging this song out for me, though I will say Good Luck is a very close second. I would agree with Unhee. Like, definitely enjoyed this one a ton. Like, there's little bits of saxophone in here, which was really nice too. But I would say, at least from my perspective, I loved a lot of the more brighter overtones of the song too. That was extremely well put together, and obviously fits that more charming type of sound that they're bringing with these songs here. But yeah, I would say Sacrifice, Good Luck. I feel like I actually pretty much bar for bar the same thing as what Uni has. Sacrifice, Good Luck, 2 months, and Attitude. I think I would go in that order for me as well. So definitely enjoyed it. I think that the title track is not nearly as good as some of the other songs on this release. So surprised, very surprised, but very nice. We're gonna skip over a couple because I think Ash is a Japanese song. I'm pretty sure from Le Seraphim and Idol. I think this is a B-side, so I'll check that out my free time. But Kala has ATEEZ' Lemon Drop next, so I think if you have any objections, Kala, we'll check out Lemon Drop since I don't think that I've seen the MV. I may have listened to this song already, but we will check it out. All right, let me get it pulled up here.
Ain't nobody, yeah. Ain't nobody, yeah. 너만 보여 여기에. Ain't nobody, yeah. Ain't nobody, yeah. You know you're the hottie, yeah. Yeah. 자꾸만 너에게 끌려 too insidious. Yeah. 시선을 빼앗겨버려 eyes 너 떠나요. You're the kind of music I admire. You inspire. You for me 이모저씨 사랑은 완벽하진 않지만 Focus on me 온몸에 떨려 내 소리가 내게 반주같이 쓰고 달고 그래 환상에 차려준 luxury 넌 너무 나빠 더는 착하지 마 뿌리를 탔다 누구 감아 누구 다시 담아 가스테이크 같은 그저 그런 영화 여기 저기 기자들은 속도만 남겨봤네 Ain't like that 뜨거워 여름밤 열기 너와 나 둘만의 party Yeah, I feel the heat going crazy Just this night on the window drop close 조금 더 closer Tequila sunrise We staying up till sunrise drop closer 조금 더 closer Tequila sunrise Stay up all night till sunrise Ain't nobody, yeah. Ain't nobody, yeah. 너만 보여 여기에. Ain't nobody, yeah. Ain't nobody, yeah. You know you're the hottie, yeah. On my drop line, it's too hot. She come on time, 작업 too much. 이건 fine dine, just good time. 침이 고여 막 입가심은 lemon drop. 입에 담기에 넌 너무 너래. 너 배째를 타면 머릿속에 parade. 겨울 때 마음 책임지기 바래. We're sweet and sour than a period. We take it slow, slow, slow. I got what you want. 누가 뭐래도 너 원하는 대로 no Come inside 뜨거워 여름밤 열기 너와 나 둘만의 party Yeah, I feel the heat going crazy Cheers to this night on the window 조금 더 closer Tequila sunrise We're staying up till sunrise Lemon drop close 조금 더 closer Tequila sunrise Stay up all night till sunrise
Hmm. Oh, we get a little. Oh, okay. Very interesting. All right. Well, this was ATEEZ's Lemon Drop. If you're hanging out, thanks for hanging. Um, I thought this was solid. I feel like ATEEZ is one of those groups that I love a lot of their older material. Um, and that's no disrespect to some of the newer stuff that they've released. I feel like Work grew on me a ton. Um, but I feel like the the past couple songs from ATEEZ, except for again, we'll probably listen to the newest one because I haven't listened to the repackage yet. I feel like ATEEZ has written the same song 3 times with their title tracks, and that's like no disrespect. They're all very catchy. Like, I'm not a hater by any means, but I feel like music wise and just like beat wise, it almost feels like so the same in terms of the beat structure. And I don't know who they're working with production wise, but like I feel like I could like, obviously they were doing like Lemon Drop for like the chorus, but all I could think of was like ice on my teeth, ice on my teeth. And like obviously I know that's another title track that they've done, but like for whatever reason, the brain migrates, and I feel like to me it's like I can hear other choruses that they've done in their this chorus specifically, so it's a little confusing. Not that I hate this song or anything, but I find it funny that like I'm almost thinking of other courses that they've done, even though this isn't the same one. But I think they're catchy. I think that they're fun songs. I mean I don't know, like, is it like it's not like one of those songs where I'm like, holy shit, there's like so much crazy stuff going on. I just think it's like it's a good vibe. You know what I mean? Like I feel like this type of song definitely seems like like a club vibe, or like even like a live performance, like, you know what I mean, like it does give like live performance energy, and I know that they're the type of group to do really great live performances, but it does feel like a lot of I do feel like a lot of their title tracks as of currently felt a little samey. And that's not to be any, again, not to be disrespectful by any means, but they do think, at least melodically, I feel like they kind of reach the same sort of tonal structures. And but yeah, I like I said, if you love this song and this you're gonna be dropping it down for the song, hey, respect to you. I like I said, as no disrespect whatsoever, but I feel like I could probably throw Work, ice on my teeth, and Lemon Drop in a blender and come up with a song that is eerily similar to all three of those songs, and it could be a new AT's title track, which is fine. But um let's see. Muhammad says, so I just put the recent non-K-pop song on the What's New on Discord. Hope you like it. We will check it out, Muhammad. We'll give it a spin. Uni says, stands out. Nothing stands out for me, but it's a solid track for sure. Connie says I prefer the B sides. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Kaylee says I know what you mean though. Like they have the same vibe in a way. It's a catchy chorus that they keep doing. I agree. Gunky says I haven't liked ATEEZ in at least a year. Used to love their music. I still go back and listen to like I said, I go back and listen to a lot of their old stuff, and that's again not to discredit that whatsoever because it's incredible stuff. But hey, if you like the new stuff that's coming out, also fine. Sarah says I vastly prefer AT's early discography to anything they've released in the past 2 years. Ooh, okay, fair enough. Kyle says a lot of their songs feel very similar. As someone who is not a huge fan of that sound, I've been super into them. I haven't been super into them recently, but huge kudos to people who enjoy it. Sarah says I don't mind when artists do samey necessarily, but I do like the song that they keep. I just have to like the song they keep remaking. Fair enough. Fair enough. Ice on My Teeth is so catchy. I didn't like it. This one is a little better. IMO, still not my type of song. And Gunky says, can ATEEZ bring back the screaming that they did in the past? Yeah, I was gonna say Halazia, Gorilla. I go back and listen to Gorilla a ton, so I feel that. Sarah says I also had an IRL person completely ruin ATEEZ for me, so I might be just bitter. That's fair. Listen, You know, you're right to have the bitterness. You know, I respect that. But like I said, if you're an ATEEZ fan, you know, you know, the vibes are the vibes. You know, and I'm here for it. You know, because I think I saw. Harmony says, I like a couple of the B-sides more and the repackage in your fantasy better than Lemon Drop, though Lemon Drop is infectious. I feel like that is the best adjective to describe it. It is very infectious. Like their songs now are infectious, though I feel like as a personal stance, I love their old stuff just because I think it, you know, resonates a little bit more with me. So very cool. All right, no, Santa posted this ages ago, actually last month, about a month ago. We're doing Balming Tiger featuring Atarashi Gakko, which I don't think we listened to. And if we did, I'm sorry. Did we? Did we listen to this? I don't feel like we did. We did an Atarashi Gakko song, but it wasn't this one, I don't believe. So oh, so interesting. All right. Very cool. This was Bombing Tiger featuring Atarashi Gakko. Narani is, it looks like the song name is. If I've got it incorrect, let me know. But um this is interesting. I like it. I like it a lot actually. I feel like maybe it's just because I enjoy like the quirky nature that I feel like Bombing Tiger brings, and then meeting, conjoining well with Atarashi Gakko, which is equally as strange as a group. I feel like this collab makes sense. I think they both do music very interestingly and a little bit weird, which I'm completely okay with. I feel like you gotta have some weird bones in the body here, and I feel like both of those groups do that to a justice. Now, I really like this collab for one reason, for multiple reasons, but one of the reasons I really enjoy it is it's very collaborative. Like, you can hear Atarashi Gakko in the choruses doing that like really like spooky, like almost like horror movie-esque, like old school horrors movie-esque like vocal tones in this song. It gives me like like some older like Halloween, or like again like older like 70s 80s like horrors movie type vibe, where they try to add like the spooky like ghost sounds and stuff. Like it feels very on the nose, and I like that. And I feel like they played into like that more darker like tonality as well, with like a lot of minor tones and minor chords as well. So I definitely like that a lot. I also appreciate like the way that they incorporate like 808s, and like they just do production in a very interesting style. So I think they did it really well. I will agree with Gunky. I really love the bridge in this song. I think it was incredibly done. I believe it was one of the vocalists of Atarashi Gakko. She's incredible. I feel like she really changed up the song in a really fun and unique way. But definitely like this a lot. It's like, again, it's got an interesting tone, an interesting approach, and I feel like both groups really took that mantle up and did it really well. So I like this one a lot. I was definitely vibing with this one a lot in chat. So very cool, very cool. Everyone was saying if we did it or not. I don't think we had done it. So if we had done it again, apologies. But Gagi says I feel like after this we need to listen to something weird like Baby Mint. That's fair. Uni says very weird, kind of love it, but I feel like it's only for when the mood hits, won't be in my normal rotation. That's fair. I feel like it's a unique song. Like, I think if you're like a production head and you like interesting production, I absolutely feel like this song brings it in that capacity too. So very nice song. Like I said, I don't know if I would be spending it all the time similarly to Uni, but I definitely, like, if this came up, I would be vibing. I would be enjoying myself. So very nice. Very nice. Thank you, No Santa. All right. We're going to keep it moving here. I want to try to get to some of the newer stuff, but we're making our way through here. So, if there's any new stuff, I know Sally mentioned VVZ. We can do that. We did the Blackpink. We did all that sort of stuff. We probably will do the new ATEEZ stuff. So if there's one on the playlist you would like me to do that I haven't done yet, let me know. Big Ocean, we can do Big Ocean too. That'd be fun. So yeah, so if there's some that you would like us to cover, I feel like VVZ would be interesting. I want to see what their new song is. So let's go. Let's check it out. This is La La Love Me. So let's give it a listen. We will do it as well. Let's do VVZ first. We'll mix it up. We've done some older ones, so we're carving the list up.
시선이 닿은 순간에 떨림은 부분. That's what you do. Yeah. 한순간 맘에 피어나 어느새 빛을 내는 heart. 천천히 into you.
Ooh.
점점 새로 생기는 wave 전에 없었던 내가 돼. 너로 인해 완전해져 baby 'cause you're my one and only. You gotta la love me. 왠지 기다린 듯한 대자부. You gotta la
매일 다른 everyday 서로에게 물들어 yeah.
시간 계절에 drop it yeah. 또 다른 날 all of it yeah. I can risk it all I'll never get enough yeah you got me going like that
너로 인해 번쩍을 때 또 다른 날 꿈꾸게 돼
한 걸음 더 갈 수 있어 Because you're my one and only Oh my god did you
This chorus is so good.
Like oh my god 멈출 수가 없지 Cause I can feel it's true
Like you do 날 같은 건 잠깐 지우고 Let you close 짧은 찰나에 네가 알려준 clarity 이 시간 속에 No more tragedy tragedy You're the world to me
Did you say what I think you said?
Oh my god did you say you love me that time I 지금 feel you Like oh my god 잡을 수 없지 Cause we both feel it too Like you You got la 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 me Alright You make me high You got la 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 me Cause I can feel it's true Like you do
Oh, wow. All right. Cool. All right. I like this a lot. This is 10 out of 10. This was VVZ's La La Love Me. Very cool. Phenomenal. I feel like I've enjoyed actually a lot of the VVZ stuff, and you know, obviously their main group as well. But their subunit is so. This is such a fun, like, I guess it's not a sub. Well, I guess it would be a subunit, but they just write some catchy songs. Like, there's something about their like title tracks that I've really enjoyed. The past couple times, just so good. The chorus, as I mentioned a few times, really catchy, really infectious. Probably is going to get stuck in my head after tonight, so definitely love that a lot. As well as that, I think like their vocals were really interesting in the verses. I like how I love how soft and more approachable they are in the verses, but then like once you get into that pre-chorus and then the way they shift into that chorus, I think is so much fun, and I think it really ropes you in. Great stuff. The bridge was also, again, really something I enjoyed as well. I really feel like their bridges are really well done, but I think in this song it just kind of adds this really like beautiful like sereneness to the song that I appreciate. And then on top of that, I also really enjoyed the final chorus. There's some really nice ad libs over the top. Like, it shows off the skill, but isn't like, but I feel like is going in hard enough. You know what I mean? Like, you can hear it in the background and you're like, damn, they're really like doing some great ad libs. But I will say, like, the infectiousness, the catchiness of this song, I think just really is phenomenal. So, great song. I don't know if this is a part of just like a single release or if this is a part of like a mini album or something, but I'll have to give this a spin tomorrow. While I'm at work. So great stuff. Let's see. Okay, everyone was loving the VVZ song. Kaylee says IDK put it on the playlist, but the boy group won Super Junior's comeback. Oh, I don't think it was on here, but we could check that out for sure. Let's see. Sarah says, I know I've said it many times, said it about many people, but Una is truly the most beautiful world that I've seen in the whole life. That's awesome. I feel like that is a commentary that could be made often. So, Jazz says, I really like this one. Uni says, the grassy field in this one is the most used location in all of K-pop. I currently know of 26 videos was used over the past 10 years. I do remember this. I feel like it is like also similarly to Building Kun as well. So I feel that. Gungi says, now that's good, catchy. Agreed. Kala says, drunk 3 a.m. me thought this album was the best thing ever made. Hey, Very nice, very nice. Sally says, I love VVZ so much. This was from their first full length album. Oh, okay. Holy shit. Awesome. Um, um, and Uni says that's Round Run. It was Stray Kids Elevator. I was gonna say the one Brandon just mentioned. Yeah, I was gonna say Building Coon for sure. All right, very cool. Sarah says, girl, let me take you out to the gay club. Sometimes we can get drunk and be friends with my people. I forgot how close you guys are, so that would be hilarious. You'll have to send the escapades for sure. But all right, cool. I saw a couple people wanted me to do Big Ocean. So I think we'll do Big Ocean. We'll do Super Junior. If anyone else has any recommendations, the ATEEZ I feel like we should do since we just did Chenyuk. I saw we'll do Chenyuk as well. It looks like he has 2 videos out, so I know Gunky posted a couple. Bling 1, we could do Bling 1, absolutely. All right, cool. Let us go then. Let's keep it schmoving. Let's do Big Ocean. We'll do Big Ocean. I'm excited. This is Bucket Hat. Let's give it a listen.
Girl, I see you underneath that bucket hat. Really wanna talk to you. So come on, let me show you something. I got that sweet no in my blood. Girl, come get a taste. So it will place up, oh baby, no one could take your place. Do it like your mama told ya. Good speed away, like Barcelona. Te amo, babe. What you doing? Where you at? On the floor, bucket hat. Bust it up, bust it back. Cause it go pretty black. Insane, get you spitting through my veins. No, we ain't gon' play no games. We don't see no sunlight. Everybody in the club say one minute. Baseline flow and the drums swing low. When the drops I go so mad in my bucket head. Drip so fly in my suit inside. Singing bye 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 like that in my bucket head. Oh, let the good times roll. Got me singing like baseline flow and the drums swing low. When the drops I go so mad in my bucket head. Babe, I got a fast car, let me pull up. I'ma treat you real sweet, call you sugar.
Oh, nice.
On the gas in my foreign whip, love the way that you say my name. Say it to me like repeat, cause I got no sleep and you're paying on my mind. Oh girl, been around the world and your beauty's hard to find. Insane, get you speeding through my veins. No, we ain't gon' play no games. We don't see no sunlight. Everybody in the club say one minute. Baseline flow and the drums swing low. When it drops I go so mad in my bucket head. Drip so fly in my suit inside. Singing bye 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 like that in my bucket head. Oh, let the good times roll. Got me singing like baseline flow and the drums swing low. When it drops I go so mad in my bucket head. Tell me what you wearing underneath the shade. Don't worry, I got you. Don't you hide that pretty face from me. Looking like a movie scene. A Hollywood girl, no passing and cars. Bouncing just the way I like tonight. And the truth when it drops I go so mad in my bucket head. Drip so fly in my suit inside. Singing bye 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 like that in my bucket head. Oh, let the good times roll. Got me singing like baseline flow. In the drums swing low. When it drops I go so mad in my bucket head. Toss it up, show me your face. What you got? Girl, don't look back. Every night, every day, up in that sweet lemonade. Singing like that, bucket hat.
Hey. This is awesome. All right, very cool. This was Big Ocean Bucket Hat. If you're hanging out, thanks for hanging. Thank you, Sarah. I love this. This is great. I think I'm a big stand for Big Ocean bars. I think they're incredible. This song goes way harder than it should. Brandon, you need to wear a bucket. Listen, no one wants to see me with a bucket. I couldn't rock a bucket hat as good as I could. My double chin would be exposed. No, I really love this song. This is great. I think it's catchy. I love that their vocals match up with the vocal like melody choices. That guitar work with the vocals is incredible. I think that's, to me, that's always a good tried and true thing in my opinion. But I feel like this song definitely utilized it to the best ability. I would say most specifically at the end of the song. I think that was like the best utilization of that, and it just had this cool kind of like rhythm to it that I appreciate. Um, the song itself is just great. I think the vocals are super super catchy. I think the chorus is phenomenal. It's got a great hook, great vibe. Um, I think what impresses me about Big Ocean is like, if I'm not mistaken, I think they're the group that has like the hearing impairment. If I'm not mistaken, because I feel like there are some groups I remember a lot from, but I'm 95% positive that's what Big Ocean is. Okay, cool, yeah. They're incredible. Honestly, if I had no idea that they had some sort of hearing impairment, wouldn't even, I'd be so, like, I would still love this song. I feel like if anything, it wildly impresses me more at how good this song is and how catchy it is and like how talented they are. So I definitely love that a lot. And I think it gives me a lot more admiration, a lot more respect, a lot more love for what they're doing, because not only is it great, but I feel like, again, it's been, I feel like it is a good representation. So I think from a outwardly positive perspective, I think they did a phenomenal job, and I'm glad they're putting that on the map for people, and bringing awareness to it. I think that's incredible. So great shit. Shout out to Big Ocean. I'm a big fan. So very nice. Let's see, comments here. Sarah says, we've been talking about AI tonight. I think Big Ocean has the best integration of their AI use, and that they use it for pitch correction, since the members rely on tuning apps and just practice to find the pitch. When they don't, they will use AI for minor pitch correction. I feel like I don't know how common that is, but I'm not really surprised, but I think that's good. Again, like, pitch correction is such an interesting topic, but I don't feel like it's too far off. But very nice. Cal says, I need to listen to more of their stuff. I've been sleeping. That's fair. It is what it is. All right, cool. And Kaylee says, "No, I get that. I can say anything. I literally made a spreadsheet of Brandon's deep dives one day." Right? That is true. You did do that, Kaylee. So. And it's always greatly appreciated. So cool shit. Very nice. Big salutes. Oh, I also have to check this out. I didn't even know this they had a BBC podcast, so I'll have to watch that. That's awesome. All right, very cool. Kaylee had recommended Super Junior, so we'll do that, because I don't know anything about Super Junior, but I want to check it out. Okay, express mode. All right, let's check it out. Like I said, no knowledge of Super Junior, so this will be my first introduction. So, Kaylee says they debuted in 2005. Holy shit, that's 20 years ago. Damn. Congrats. All right, let's get into express mode. I want to listen. See what we're about here.
This right here is a 100% certified slapper. Yeah.
Watch me 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, 4 너의 눈빛 flip빛 더가 빠지는 hope. Watch me 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, 4 올라가 너와 난 지금 express mode. 반복된 내일이면 없이 갈증이 날 것만 같아 찰나의 스릴. 어떤 누구도 상상 못할 kick 그런 게 필요해. 너무보다 like 심장이 뛰는 대로. Oh my look alike 방해 못해 누구도 놀라볼까
Interesting.
가본 적 없었던 세계 또 다른 떨림을 마주해 높이 올라 자꾸 보고 싶어 Underground 너와 난 지금
Okay, 내가 control 걱정은 get low low uptown like tremolo 1, 2, tempo는 slow-mo
Burning burning hot 밤새 엔진과 열 지켜워 벤치 없는 너의 클리셰
답 대신 틀린 질문을 해대 외로움이니까 보기 전까지 never ever know
All my look like 뻔한 걸로 부족해 놀라 모두가 보란 듯이 더 do like that
후회 따위 전혀 남지 않게
Oh.
가본 적 없었던 세계 또 다른 떨림을 마주해 높이 올라 자꾸 보고 싶어 Underground 너와 난 지금 완벽한 패러다임
Oh.
자유로운 너와 나 망설임조차 I'll take control Yeah I'm on fire fire 내게 번져가
All right, all right, all right, all right. They were kind of cooking with the song. I'm about it. I'm about it. Very nice, very nice. All right, this was Super Junior's song "Express Mode." Kaylee says this is for their 20th anniversary. By the way, I had a feeling. Which is insane to have a 20-year anniversary. I thought this was very good. Like I said, I think I've only listened to like a couple subunit songs or like, something like that, but I've never listened to a full Super Junior song. And I thought this was really good. I liked it. The vibes were on point, which I feel like is what you need. And like the song was super, super like jumpy in like the best way. I love the synth choice, very like gritty. The tones were fun. I also enjoyed the vocals. I think they had a good mix of like rapping and vocals, which I think as a group of their size, I feel like is really interesting. And I like that they have, a wide variety. Like it doesn't feel like you're getting the same sorts of tones. Again, that might just be because of their 20-year tenure of being a group. I feel like, the stuff like that is just such a vibe, you know what I mean? I think it shows their level of like expertise and obviously the group as a large. But I really enjoy this. Chorus was extremely catchy. At first I was like, ooh, I don't know if I was really gonna vibe with it as much, but like man, it gets just more like the chorus gets catchier the more you listen to it. And by like the last chorus, I was just like 1, 2, 3. You know what I mean? Like I was feeling it. So I feel like their overall catchiness is like a snowball. So I love that. There was certain parts where I kind of got like, I don't know if it's like in the pre-chorus, but the pre-chorus kind of reminds me a little bit of what is the song called? Please Don't Stop the Music by Rihanna. I feel like it's giving like similar energy, like and I mean that is a wholesome compliment because I love that. Old school Rihanna hits, but whatever reason, I was kind of drawing parallels to that, like a similar sort of stuff in the pre-chorus and a similar sort of part of the song in Rihanna's "Please Don't Stop the Music." So I thought this was very interesting. Like I said, first full introduction to Super Junior, but I enjoyed it. It was a fun vibe. You know, good energy, and I am curious because they're a second gen group. Like, man, if I could look this good when I'm that age, then I'll be damned. So that's awesome. Let's see what we got here. Everyone was saying their age, which is slightly disturbing, and also a realization that I keep getting older. Jazz says I was not a fan of this one, sadly. Fair enough. Hey, respect. Connie says, I can't believe I will see them live in 3 months. Oh, that is awesome. Shout outs. Sarah says, wait, do I like this? Kala says, this kind of hits. Okay, people were enjoying it. That's just interesting. Kongi says, I don't hate this. I'm not sure how I feel, though. Overall, I kind of like this. Fair enough. It's not a playlist song. Hey, you know, that's fair. Not all songs can be playlist songs, though you would like them to be. And Sarah says, I went to add this on Spotify, and holy crap, so sorry, it had 76 million streams. Oh, holy shit. And Connie says, you should, you know what is interesting? My favorite song in K-pop is a Super Junior song. Ooh, nice. They did give us a dance break. The Kings did. Shout outs. They did great. Love to see it. Gungi says you need to hear their old stuff. Wait, why haven't we done Super Junior? I don't know. I think we didn't do them, and chat can let me know if I'm wrong or right. My partner did mention it as well when I talked about Super Junior a little bit. They said that they're my partner, and I feel like probably maybe the reason why we didn't cover them was they're a little controversial, but I don't know what people's stance is on that. So who knows? Jazz says, I'm not over you by Ye Wook is still my favorite ballad to this day. Oh, okay. Well, we'll have to throw it on. Kaylee says, this is an album is very good. Still my favorite for me this year, honestly. Also, the youngest member is 37, I think. So, oh, wow. Okay. So I'm 5 years off from them. So, Connie says, did you hear the remake of Don't Stop the Music by 1 or 8? I have not. And the oldest is 42. Okay. Gungi says, were they controversial? Question mark. I don't know. That's what I thought. Again, I'm just getting my information from the collective. Sarah says they're problematic, but they are also like one of the foundational K-pop groups, so we have to cover them. Fair enough. Jazz says, oh yeah, some of their members are not the best. Okay. Kala says, I've heard stuff about some of them supporting Trump, but don't follow them closely. So IDK in LA too. Oof. Some of the members are very crazy, but their music is good. Okay. That's what I thought. I didn't think it was like I just controversial. So Kaylee says, not really. Maybe it's a few members that have strong opinions, but don't think it's anything huge. So okay. Fair enough. I was just curious. I'll probably have to do my own research too and check out, but that's that is interesting. Sarah says, I think we've all agreed, yes, controversial, but we still need to do it. Fair enough. Okay. We'll migrate them up the proverbial ladder here. So very nice. Thank you, Kaylee, for the pick nonetheless. I was very excited to get into Super Junior. So all right, cool. I saw the next one was Chenyuk, so I think we should probably do the 2 Chenyuk songs that both Diz and Jazz posted. Very nice. Jazz says you should definitely look into it on your own though. Okay. And Kaylee says, I do think the group is known for being very open, so like don't care about idol image too. Okay. That's fair. Like I said, it wasn't any disrespect to either, to people's commentary. I just know it's like very interesting counterpoints. Like I said, I'm not opposed to covering controversial people, but I feel like I will keep my commentary, I'll keep it a buck with y'all. So if I feel like it's off, then I'll be saying something. So Sarah says it's like Jay Park. He kind of sucks, but we still need to do him at some point. That's also fair as well. That's okay. I get it. I'm cooking. Gungi says, I mean, Big Bang had a controversial member. That is true. And he was fantastic in Squid Game. But all right, besides the controversy, let's get into Chenyuk, the 2 new songs. I'm excited. Let's vibe. Let's give it a listen. Kaylee says, IMO, you can enjoy the group and the music without getting into that stuff. I don't think that interferes. Yeah, that's true. Though I feel like it depends on what the controversy is. We just talked about Kiss of Life earlier in stream, so I feel like there is some nuance to that, certainly. But so I think Gungi says NCT had one of the members as well. That is true. Like I said, I think it depends on what your beliefs are, certainly. Obviously there's some stuff that you shouldn't stand for, and in my opinion, and there's stuff that, maybe could be overlooked. Again, I feel like K-pop tends to have a very clean track record, so I understand if people don't always follow along with that vibe. Sarah says if we wanted to talk about K-pop controversies, we could be here all night. That is true. That's true. But all right, more music. That's true, Gungi. I'll give you that.
우리 빙글빙글 돌아서 그냥 돌아버렸어 잡고 있던 줄이 다 썩어서 손을 놓아버렸어 박수를 치는 내가 춤을 추는 줄 알지만 난 예전부터 그냥 돌아버렸어 머리가 뒤돌아서 그냥 돌아버렸어 다들 울퉁불퉁 녹아나서 나는 누워버렸어 갈 곳을 잃은 꽃을 전할 사람이 없네 맴돌다가 끝내 돌아버렸어
Huh. Interesting. Okay.
박수를 치는 내가 춤을 추는 줄 알지만 난 예전부터 그냥 돌아버렸어
All right. Very interesting. He's such a interesting arranger. All right. This is Chenyuk's song. I just wanted to see if I got it correct on here. Oh, it's also in Korean. Okay. Let me see what the translation gives me here. I turned around. I don't know if that's correct, but if you know what it is in English, let me know. This was fun. Definitely a little bit more indie, a little bit out there, but I think spin basically. Okay. Thank you, Jess. I thought this was very interesting. Like, obviously I loved shouts to Akmu, incredible deep dive. They're both very talented in and of itself, but I feel like this song's very unique. The production is very like vibey, like it's got kind of like this more like indie tone to it, which I'm appreciative of. Like, it seems like melodically as well as like a little bit more. I don't know. I don't even know the word to describe it, but it just feels a little bit more like flowy. There's just something about like kind of the production style and like the chord phrasings that he's using is more, I would say, arguably along the lines of like indie stuff, which is really fun. Like, it's cool to see like his evolution as an artist. I feel like he has come back with some like really interesting songs. And I feel like this one is no shortage of that, obviously. I love the vocals as well. Like, I was really surprised at like how, like, I know he's a great vocalist, but it was cool to hear it kind of in a different perspective. Like, a lot of use of just like reverb to kind of extend like a lot of his vocal tones and stuff. I thought that was unique. But I thought this was a very, I don't know how to put it. Like, I feel like it is Chenyuk to a T, but like it just it gives me that kind of vibe. Like, it just like his writing style is so unique that I feel like I'm like, oh, you know what? Like, it just has a specific tone to it, and I feel like he nails it really well. But yeah, it's kind of got like this more floating kind of like larger than life sort of feel to it that I'm really impressed by. And again, I think it speaks to a great level of his production style and like the way that the songs can be kind of put together. But I thought this one was very nice. I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this a lot. Everyone is saying they were vibing with this. Uni says vibe is right. I fuck with this. Says this is also me in my room at 4 a.m., which was, I would assume it was the section with like the feathers where he's just like running around in that tunnel. Very interesting. And Connie said that this song is called Out of My Mind. Okay, thank you, Connie. Yeah, I enjoyed this a lot. This was definitely interesting. A little odd music video wise, but I feel like it's on brand for our very eclectic music video choices tonight. So not really surprised, but very nice. We're gonna move on to the other one that was chosen, which is another Chenyuk song. So let's check it out.
Where's the la la la? Vivid la la la. 빛나는 오늘로 넌 말했지. Vivid la la la. What? I want to return whatever drugs that were put into me. Oh, what the fuck? la la 비비드 라라라 빛나는 눈으로만 말했지 비비드 라라라 비비드 라라라 길고 따있다 했던 비비드 라라라
The bass is wild. This is good.
First la 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 비비드 라라라 빛나는 눈으로만 말했지 비비드 라라라 비비드 라라라 빛고 따있다 했던 비비드 라라라
Oh. All right, this is Chenyuk's newest song. Looks like it came out about 17 hours ago. Very nice. It looks like it's Vivid La La Love, if I've got the hashtag, looks like. This is very interesting. I think obviously I agree with Jazz. It kind of continues that sort of like odd MV stylization of the previous song. I thought this was nice. I definitely, again, production style is really good. I think he's got a very interesting ear for music. Like, I like the bass tone. He's using a 5-string bass, which I think is very interesting. But I like that it kind of adds this really beautiful low end to the song, so really good stuff. The guitar chords are a little basic, but I think you're not really fixated on the guitar work. It's like actually everything else beyond that. It almost feels like the guitar in this song, it offers more of an anchor point to the track, which is very interesting. But I liked it. I definitely like this one a smidge more. I think it was a little bit more catchy. But I feel like the vibes with both songs, I enjoyed both a lot. So definitely a good track overall. As well as that, I think it was I think I'll have to give this whole release a listen. I'm curious to see like the kind of thorough line through this track, but like the production I feel like is what really stands out to me the most between these two songs. Is like very unique styling. I feel like he's really holding his own in terms of like really making an interesting stylistic like notch in the belt kind of a thing, and I think he does it very well. So very unique song. Definitely a lot of the elementation I enjoyed thus far, but yeah, it was a good vibe. I feel like both songs had good vibes to them, so I feel like you can't complain there. So very nice. A couple of people said kept keeping the vibe going. Sarah says, I have questions, but I don't think I actually want to know. That's fair. I said that this is like some sort of drug, and Callis says, return them to me. I'm loving this. It is good. Like I said, I wasn't very I hope I wasn't being disrespectful. I did enjoy it, but it was definitely more like a little bit more out there, which is fine. Definitely appreciate the stylization of that. Sarah says this weirdly reminds me of the beach in the first season of Alice in Borderland. And Jazz says, I can see it as someone who just finished. I am about halfway through season 2 right now of Alice in Borderland. So I definitely resonate with that answer a lot. It's very timely in my mind. So very nice. Sarah says, I'm going to have to listen to this again. I think I like it, but very distracting. Fair enough. And Callis says, I think I enjoyed it. Sarah says, you'll have to tell us your thoughts on Discord when you're finished. I will, absolutely. Trying to think what else I finished recently. I just finished Demon Slayer last night. I finally caught up, and I'm waiting for the movie. So that's why my picture's Tanjiro in Discord. because I saw that and I had to take a photo. Um, yeah, I've been vibing with the Demon Slayer, and my partner thinks that I am Tanjiro, so it would make sense. Sarah says I was like, huh, weird cat, but okay, that's hey, listen. My partner said I give off Tanjiro energy, so I think it's true. I would like to believe it's the case, but anyway, very cool, very cool. I know Muhammad asked me to check out. I don't know how to pronounce this person's name, but it's Sadikoi. Uh, and the song Sugar Pills, and I feel like we gotta do it because it's new and we gotta vibe. And Muhammad's been popping up in chat, so we gotta give him the salutes. So let's check it out. I don't know anything about this group or this person, so if you have any information, Muhammad, that you can provide to us, that would be great. So check it out. The song is called Sugar Pills. Ooh, okay.
So right every single time. Maybe I'm just tired of the fights. Aside, rosy tinted lights. Sugar pills convince me that I'm high. I'm not saying you're to blame, but I'm not alone. It's nobody's fault.
Nice. All right.
Something's breaking every time you go. I can't help you, you won't help yourself. Is there anybody else that you'll talk to sort all this out? I hate the way we battle ourselves. You know that we're strong enough. So knock ourselves out, dig our way out of hell. I'm not saying you're to blame, but I'm not alone. It's nobody's fault. Something's breaking every time you go. I've been missing time you go.
Nice halftime. Let's go. Nice. Very cool. I love his guitar. Shout outs. All right. Very nice. This was hopefully it's Sadie Koi. Hopefully I've got it correct in their song Sugar Pills. A little bit of a departure from the K-pop stuff, but it was good. I enjoyed this a lot. This is definitely like a little like indie pop rock, which I'm on board with. He's got a really cool tone. I like that he's hitting more of that like higher falsetto tones. Um, was really good. The guitar tone, like the drumming and stuff. I like that halftime section at the end of the song. It was really nice. I do feel like and maybe this is again just a commentary on like short songs. I do wish that there was maybe like a bridge. That was probably my only. I don't even want to say it's an issue, but like structurally, I feel like it's missing a bridge. But overall, I like the song as a collective. I feel like there could have been a little bit more in terms of that, but beyond that, I think it was really fun. Like I said, his vocals were really incredible, and I enjoyed it a lot. So this is definitely a little bit more in my lane of music, but good shit, good shit. Thank you, Mom. I appreciate it. Sarah says, I've seen some of this group on TikToks, I think. Very nice, very nice. People are saying they liked it and they enjoyed it. So very nice. That's good to hear. So very nice. All right. I think we got a couple more vibes in me. I'm about it. I feel like we'll do ATEEZ next, and then if y'all got another one you would like me to check out, Gunky, we can do yours now if you'd like, and then ATEEZ. That's not a problem. You've got a couple. Do you have one specifically you would want to do? I had two. Okay. What the zero base one, and which was the other one you wanted to check out? We can do the two. Okay, YBDD. Okay. Gunky, you choose. All right, very cool. All right, we'll do YB. Is that the second? Which MV is it? Gunky. Get Lucky. Okay, perfect. All right. Let's give it a listen.
생각지도 못한 세찬 나를 보내고 난 너무 어루만져줬던 적이 없었나 봐.
Ooh.
생각지도 못한 세찬 나를 보내고 난 너무 어루만져줬던 적이 없었나 봐. 상상보다 더 큰 멋진 나를 보내자고. No do 오늘만큼만은 get up get up get up get up. 행복하지 않을 이유를 찾을 순 없어. 뛰어오를 주사위도 날 막을 순 없어. 미친 듯이 달려봐도 날 잡을 순 없어. 힘껏 던져보는 거야. We roll and get lucky. 생각지도 못한 세찬 나를 보내고 난 너무 어루만져줬던 적이 없었나 봐. 난 상상보다 더 큰 멋진 나를 보내자고. 너도 오늘만큼만은 get up get up get up get up. 그 누구도 행복하지 않을 이유를 찾을 순 없어. 뛰어오를 주사위도 날 막을 순 없어. 미친 듯이 달려봐도 날 잡을 순 없어. 힘껏 던져보는 거야. We roll and get lucky.
Woo!
그건 무너진 않도 미끄러진 날.
Ah, the sick solo.
세상을 향해 던져보자. We roll and get lucky. 넌 무너진 날도 미끄러진 날도 ready to get lucky. 마지막으로 던져보자. We roll and get lucky.
Wow. All right. I like this. This is good. All right, very nice, very nice. All right, this is YDBB and their song Get Lucky. Very nice. Gungi says, in case you forgot, YDBB is a band formed by singer-songwriter Yu Dabin with friends she had played with in college. Obviously, Dabin's vocals. Jun Hyung is guitar. Young Yoon is the bass. Myung Jong is the keyboardist, and Seng Woon is the leader and drummer. Very nice. Focus on YDBB's music is reaching out to the deepest memory and feelings of the listener. Davin's poetic songwriting and members' outstanding musical skills. The band plays a wide variety of genres from acoustic folk to rock. Ooh, very nice, very nice. This band is really great, really talented. This is by far their hardest song. I would agree. And I love that their singer Yu Damin is so good, and her smile lights up the room. Yeah, she has a very bright personality. Love to see it. Mohammed says, I think at some point you should do K-pop throwbacks, which listening to some old. We've done some deep dives, but maybe it would be cool to do as a suggestion as well. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. Sarah says, now you have to tell us your choice. I've been waiting all day to know. And No Santa says, Unhee too. We haven't forgotten. Very nice. That is true. Guggy says, YDBB is my concert selection. Hey, let's go. That's gonna be awesome. Congrats, Gunky. Thanks for vibing. We'd love to see it. And also thanks for the 50,000 channel points. This is phenomenal. I think this is probably, I know I've listened to a couple of their songs by now, but I think this one's my favorite. And again, I just loved the tonality. We could do it next Monday. That is true. We could do it next Monday. If you're ready to do it next Monday, we'll do it. Well, it's no problem. But I really enjoyed this a lot. I think this is great. I think she's got such a powerhouse vocal. I love that this song shows off a lot more of the I don't think aggressive is the right word, but just like a lot of the more I think it shows off a lot of her projection as a vocalist. So I love that there is just I love that her voice projects so well in this song. Because I think when you have a song like this with like the type of energy that's bringing to the table, you really do want to have a song that represents that sort of energy well, and she absolutely crushes it. But I also got to give a shout outs to her band as well. Like, what an incredible group of members. Like, the drummer is like doing some like really interesting like rhythm shifts in the song, but still keeping on beat, which is incredible. The bass playing was awesome. I love the switch between mainly doing picking, as well as doing some like interesting like kind of like bass riffs, as well as like doing a little bit of like slap moments as well. Like, it's really incredible. It shows off like obviously his variation in this song, but definitely more on the rock tone. And the guitar solo is also sick. Both guitars are incredible. I love that little bit of breakdown section in the song as well too. Was really fun. But yeah, overall this was a phenomenal song. So definitely glad to have listened to this live for sure. This is awesome. All right, and Gogi said that they would be ready on Monday. So very nice. We'll have to do it next Monday. Muhammad says, try to listen to one of VIVIZ's B-side songs from their new album, Hands Off My Heart. We could definitely, I know I have done some B-side streams, so I'll probably have to bring that up as well. Maybe I'll make a separate stream for that to do. Gungi says it will be multiple videos of live concert performances, and we'll go through all of their songs on the Great Soul Invasion show. Oh, awesome. Okay. Very well crafted. I love to see it. I love that you guys do this with intent, so it's impressive. So very cool, very cool. If you have another, I know Gungi, I gave you two, so if the next one is 0, okay, ZB1. All right, very cool. Gungi says, now for the biggest shocker, I recommended Zero Base 1. Very nice. Uni says, I'm almost ready. I was working on it yesterday. Hey, let's go. Let's go. All right, very cool. Gungi's gonna be getting onto the Google Doc level soon. I was gonna say, All right, that's cool. Let's get into this OST. I'm excited. All right, Muhammad. Thanks for hanging.
매번 티격대던 지난 날의 너와 나 다 그대로인 걸 달라진 건 모습뿐이야 변함없이 넌 바보 같아 어린아이 같은 장난 그렇게 밉다가도 보고 싶던 너 어디여 나의 꿈속에서조차 모른 척해도 틈만 나면 다시 네가 생각나 널 향한 나의 D-Day Can you be my lover 온 세상이 너로 보여 나 어떡해 Tell me your mind 널 향한 나의 D-Day 물러설 수 없어 난 지금 이 심장이 내게 뛰고 있어 알아버린 걸까 빤히 바라보는 걸 내 눈만 No 이러지 마 다시 설레버린 맘 Baby I know 난 지쳤잖아 You know 좀 굴지만 아무리 숨겨봐도 티가 나는 걸 All day all night 꿈속에서조차 모른 척해도 틈만 나면 다시 네가 생각나 널 향한 나의 D-Day Can you be my lover 온 세상이 너로 보여 나 어떡해 Tell me your mind 널 향한 나의 D-Day 물러설 수 없어 난 지금 이 심장이 내게 뛰고 있어 발걸음 너에게 멈추는 그 순간 끝내 이 기다림 꼭 담아왔던 감정 말할게 널 위한 남자가 바로 나란 걸 Will you be mine 난 간지럽고 어색해도 날 잘 알잖아 널 향한 나의 D-Day Can you be my lover 온 세상이 너로 보여 난 어떡해 Tell me your mind 널 향한 나의 D-Day 물러설 수 없어 난 지금 이 심장이 내게 뛰고 있어
Oh, very nice, very nice. All right, this was ZB1's Head Over Heels. Very nice. Or no, the drama is called Head Over Heels. The song is called D-Day. Okay. Very nice. I can't read. This is great. Obviously excited to get into ZB1. I know we'll cover ZB1 in the future, as Sarah has alluded to many times. I thought this is incredible. I will say now, I feel like this is the first ZB1 song that I've heard post Boys Planet, post Boys Planet deep dive. And I feel like to me, I have a lot more appreciation for what they do now. Like, not to say that I didn't beforehand, but I think to know that they obviously have evolved and grown so much more. I feel like their talents continue to become better and better, like a fine wine, and I feel like this song is very good. I think it shows a lot of their range off. There's like a lot of cool like falsetto tones. Like I think their mid-range and power vocals hit really well in this song. So I definitely love this a ton. Catchy chorus. The OST songs, like I feel like some of them are just bangers. You know what I mean? I feel like we should do an OST like K-pop stream in the future, because I feel like there's so many good OST songs that I'm just like, damn, like This one's good. This one's good. And I don't know if I would have associated it with the show, but I feel like nonetheless, I think it's a great get great point of pleasure in some of these songs. But I definitely am. Again, I definitely feel like they have become. I feel like ZB1 has definitely added a lot more to my love of obviously the Boys Planet show, but as well as that, I feel like as well, it's just impressive to see like a different side of the coin. You know what I mean? What you expect from them to do in their main material versus like OST stuff is always cool to see like a different flavor to, the many multitudes that ZB1 or any group does for OST. So, really impressed. Enjoyed this a lot. I would probably rate this pretty high in terms of K-pop OST songs that I've heard recently. I thought it was really upbeat and really good. So I love it. Couple comments here. Let's see. Kunky says got one song out of the way. I know we got so many to go, I'm sure. Sarah also says happy birthday to Kim Tae. Hey, shout outs, the GOAT. We love to see it. Gunky says, speaking of the show, I still need to watch the last 15 minutes of the episode of the show that it came out today. Ooh, let's go. And it looks like people have been enjoying it as well. So shout outs. And Jazz says definitely some OSTs are good for some reason. Fair enough. For no reason, excuse me. Fair enough. And Cookie says, don't get me on an OST stream. I'll have lots of songs to recommend. How many ballads you want to hear? I mean, listen, you're not gonna have a problem with me. I feel like that's more chat. If chat wants to hear a bunch of ballads. And Sarah says this and the feel the pop are miles apart, but are both excellent. Ooh, okay. And Cookie says your stream interrupted me watching the show. Oh, well, thank you for watching me stream. Appreciate it. People are down for the ballads. Okay, let's go. We'll pre-plan it. We'll get it out. I'll have to add some more to the playlist making category here. So very nice. I think we'll listen to the ATEEZ song because I'm curious. And if you have another one you would like me to check out before I close my eyes, let me know. And I think I know Sarah recommended Bling 1, so we'll do Bling 1. And if you have anyone else in chat has another one to recommend, then I'll do that. Dougie says anyone watch a Good Boy? That show is also great. I have not. So all right, cool. Let's get into ATEEZ in Your Fantasy next. Let's check that out.
Yeah, I know what you into. Baby got a type. Yeah, I could be gentle. But that ain't
Very Justin Timberlake influence.
Trust your body, I'm nobody. I don't kiss and tell. Release your inhibitions. There ain't no point in fighting. Don't need no good intentions. So why you try not fighting?
Just let me shout, yeah, and keep on dancing, let it out, yeah, I make you come and get it.
Read between the lines like a Lucifer. Devil in disguise, we know how this works.
Girl, take a seat in your fantasy. I'll set you free from your sanity.
Crazy falsetto tone.
Happiness in my stare, ain't gonna take you there.
Read between the lines like a Lucifer. Devil in disguise, we know how this works.
Come take a bite like it's what you need. I push you in closer till it's hard to beat.
Come get it now.
Happiness in your stare, not gonna take you there.
Read between lines like a Lucifer. Devil in disguise, we know how this works.
Lost in a rush, I ain't in a rush. I get what I want. Here for the chase, want a piece, want a taste. Yeah, I'm here for the case. So like this, can you handle it? This heat, okay, you're managing it, sizzling and sinking in. I'm getting in your head.
Freak zone. Ice cold with no chaser. Let's cut it short like a razor. We're in a spot to
get hella lost. Oh honey, I ain't savior. Give it to desire. I can make you feel so. Tell me what you like, yeah. Alright, push your buttons like a console. Read between lines like the Lucifer. Devil in disguise, we know how this works.
Come take a seat in your fantasy. I'll set you free from your sanity.
Come get me. Happiness in my stare. Ain't gonna take you there. Read between the lines like a Lucifer. Devil in disguise, we know how this works.
Come take a bite like it's watch me. I want you in closer till it's hard to breathe.
Come get it now.
Happiness in your stare. Not gonna take you there.
Read between lines like a Lucifer. Devil in disguise, yeah. Break it down.
Okay.
Break it down, girl.
Come take a seat in your fantasy. I'll set you free from your sanity.
Come get it now. Happiness in my stare. Ain't gonna take you there. Read between lines like a Lucifer. Devil in disguise, we know how this works.
Wanna take you sky high, walking down the fine line. No one Mr. Nice Guy, think you know what I'm like.
Girl, now you're not so sure. They're my favorite part with the Lucifer.
Interesting. Interesting play on words, but it sounded sounded like Lucifer. That was interesting. Okay. All right. All right, ATEEZ. I see you. All right. This was ATEEZ's In Your Fantasy from the repackage. Very, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Sarah says, I think this is the best utilization of Jungho is in any of their recent title tracks. He feels a cohesive part of the song instead of being relegated out of the high place notes. That's fair. I definitely prefer this one over Lemon Drop 100%. Again, given OG JT vibes, which as a younger boy, I did enjoy a lot of older JT stuff. Again, I was a huge NSYNC. I really loved NSYNC stuff as well too growing up, so I feel like, again, bias in that like 90s pop era music is definitely on my radar for sure. But I think this is great. Definitely a way catchier song, but isn't retaining a lot of the similar formula stuff that I feel like ATEEZ had with their previous songs. And again, that's not a disrespect if you enjoy those songs. I still like them a lot, but I also understand that they were kind of following a little bit of a formula. But I really like this song a lot. I think the verses were really fun. The chorus is really catchy as well. I definitely loved the final chorus. I feel like that really culminates the song in the best way possible. I love the ad libs and stuff at the end of the song. I feel like it just was really, really good. The falsetto tones were really high in this song, but like really beautiful. I think they added just like that extra dimension to this song that I really appreciated, which I don't feel like I had heard as much in like previous title tracks. So it was cool to see them kind of vocally pop off a little bit more. But yeah, overall, I feel like this one is definitely a better representation, at least in my opinion, of what ATEEZ has been doing recently. But definitely enjoyed it. It was good vibes. That bridge section was fun too as well. But yeah, definitely probably not one of my favorite title tracks from ATEEZ, but still enjoyed it. Still enjoyed this one a lot. This was great. Sarah says, is this Justin Timberlake? And Sarah immediately commented, damn, Brandon keeps reading my mind. We are sharing the brain cell tonight, Sarah. So sorry I've been hogging it. Apologies. Gunky says, okay, Good Boy is another of my favorites. Got a lot of action and violence. Ooh, interesting. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Kaylee says, like this one. Callus says, I haven't gotten to this one yet. It's interesting. Uni says, just need some Timbaland ad libs. I was gonna say that is a tried and true OG Timberlake songs is when you got that. Jazz says, I prefer this one over the other one for sure. Connie says, I prefer this one. Very nice. Cal also says, I like this one more too. Still not sure if it's my thing, but might grow on me. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Very nice. We're gonna check out Bling One and their new song Mister, and I think that'll probably be it. And then I'll go through and delete the ones that we have listened to tonight. I've gone through and deleted a couple of them, but go through and close them out. But let's check out Bling One. I have not heard of this group, I don't believe. So Sarah, you're gonna have to fill me in. Sarah says this is Bling One's China's first comeback. Ooh, okay, let's go. You heard the China subunit debut. Okay, perfect. All right, let's get into Mister. I'm excited.
언뜻 괜찮네 내 눈에 좀 들어오네 눈에 띄네 살짝 조금 관심이 가네 똑딱똑딱 시간만 자꾸 자꾸 흘러가 흑기들기 시선만 자꾸 자꾸 널 향해 방금 미소만 웃음만 흘리고 이젠 여기 봐 Hey hey 거기 미스터 여길 좀 봐봐 미스터 그래 반으로 미스터 내 옆으로 와 미스터 Hey 여기 미스터 이제 날 봐봐 미스터 한잔반했어 미스터 이름이 뭐야 미스터 얼핏 내보는 시선이 또 마주치네 시선이 마주친 순간 가슴이 빠져들죠 맘에 드네 자꾸 조금 과감해지네 꼼닥꼼닥 가슴만 자꾸 자꾸 뛰어가 설기설기 quick만 자꾸 자꾸 날 향해 방금 미소만 웃음 끝에 나리고 이제 여기 봐 Hey hey 거기 미스터 여기 좀 봐봐 미스터 그냥 하루 눈 미스터 내 옆으로 와 미스터 Hey 여기 미스터 이제 날 봐봐 미스터 한참 반했어 미스터 이름이 뭐야 미스터 라라라라라 Action in my head though Let's move it on yeah move it on
Oh, nice. All right. This was Bling One and their song Mister. Very cool. Very cool. Let's see. Everyone was saying, is this a remake? And Sarah says that is a remake of a Kara song. Very nice. Very nice. I enjoyed this. This is a vibe. I have not heard the original, so it is a remake. I haven't heard the original Kara song, which be excited to check out at some point. But I like this. This was fun. Really light, really bubbly. I think they've got some really interesting like vocal tones. I don't know if I mentioned that the last time we did the subunit stuff for Bling One, but I think they all have like a really unique kind of like vocal structure that I'm stoked about. Like it's unique, it's different, but I think it's so much fun in a good way. So excited to see that kind of grow a little bit more. I will say this song is extremely catchy, so I definitely love like the catchy aspect of it. Great stuff there. But yeah, it was overall really nice, really like really well orchestrated. I am curious though, like people that have listened to the original, how this, I want to say compares, but like is it pretty similar to the original, or like I'm just curious to see where this kind of again hits on the playlist here. But overall I enjoyed the vibes. It was definitely something, like I said, I I was jiving out to, but like I said, be curious to hear the original, see how that kind of how they kind of hit. But Kaylee says, I'm pretty sure we have a Kara playlist too. Very nice. Okay. Jazz says Mr. by Kara is a definitely another on the iconic list. Ooh, okay. And Jazz says, I'd say it's pretty similar. Kaylee says it's similar, but the original is very iconic. Ooh, okay. Very nice. Yeah, overall I enjoyed it. It was good shit, good vibes. Definitely enjoyed it a lot. So very nice, very nice. Thank you, y'all, for coming through for the impromptu stream. Well, not impromptu catch up stream. Gungy says we're finally almost caught up. Yeah, I have been slogging it out, so definitely appreciate it. Oh, I forgot to show chat this. I got this in the mail yesterday, but I got the Audrey Nuna vinyl, which Nuna vinyl. So shout outs to her. This is her newest release, Trench. If you saw me talking about it earlier, so finally add it to the collection. I still need to get her first album, which is outrageously expensive, but I'll go look for it. So shout outs, Audrey, very cool shit. Would love to have you on the show now, but you might be out of my league to to chat it up. But very stoked. If again all goes to plan, Wednesday we are doing Pentagon. So if you would like to join for Pentagon, very cool. As well as that, I know Gunky is having us do YDBB on Monday. So the following Monday, a week from now. So if you want to come join for that, very sick. Yeah, that's the vibe. So very cool. I don't know what else we got. Sarah says no more storms, please let me have a voice play. I'll check my weather right now. We should be okay. All right. Ooh, we'll see. I think it's looking fine. I had a little bit of rocky weather today, so I think we'll play for the Boys Planet weather safety, so we'll see what happens. But let's see. Sarah says literally the best vocalist of all Boys Planet, maybe in K-pop. I need Hui. Connie says can't wait for Pentagon deep dive. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, Sarah's gonna fight the rain. Just remember that, chat. So, but very excited. I'm excited for y'all, everybody that's been getting close to hitting the points and stuff. I know if I remember correctly, I think Jazz was the next one behind Eunhee for points. Ooh, okay. We got a teaser, I think, here from Eunhee. So if you oh wait, I didn't pull it would help. I didn't pull up my screen here. 98.6, so close. Hey, shout outs. Let's go. I'm curious what you're gonna choose, Jazz. No pressure, but and then Eunhee says my last post was a teaser image for you. Okay, very nice. Well, if you know who this is, don't spoil it for me, but if you know now. So very interesting. Okay, I don't know if I don't even think I would be able to guess, really. I'm curious now. I only have like the back of the head photo, so now I'm gonna have to think. Very nice. All right, cool. Well, thank you for thanks for the post, Eunhee. You have, I'm trying to draw the dotted lines here. So, iconic blonde bob. Okay. Oh, okay. It seems like it is. So, very nice. All right. Well, cool. We got a lot of stuff cooking. I don't know. I have something else in mind that I'll post the chat. I know we have been talking about the Japanese only stream. Now we have the OST stream. So I have to post a couple more links and stuff, but I know those two have been the most requested things to do. I know we still have the album streams, which hopefully will be coming back soon. So I'll have to keep you all posted about that. But yeah, we got some stuff, and then I know Harmony posted about a giveaway, but I have something else. I have something else in mind that I might be talking about in the giveaway stream. That I have ideas. I have an idea. So I'll have to see what the vibe is, but very nice. Kala says we could do a non-K-pop stream. Ooh, that would be that. I'm down. You know what? I'm down for that. I could. I like that. I like that. Gungi says 12-hour OST and 12-hour Japanese. Listen, you're gonna have to talk to you're gonna have to bring that up with my boss, aka my girlfriend. She will not be too thrilled about that. So very cool. Kala says that's a great idea. I can bring out my Eurovision. Hey, shout outs. Gungi says a Japanese stream is non-K-pop. That's true. Okay, and Kaylee says, "Oh, interesting. Yeah, I've got I had some thoughts. I got some thoughts cooking about the giveaway thing. So I'll have to keep that in mind. I can either disclose it now, or I could, or I could."